Hi, once again back with my old studio and back once again with another episode of Inside Lines. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before I continue, just want to preface this. Sorry for the lack of content. You're going to see a lot of moving in these next couple months. I'm staying here with my parents for Thanksgiving until Saturday. Then I'm going to Texas to visit up with an old friend of mine for the week, and then coming back to here for Christmas. So a lot of stuff going on for the next 2 months of the year, but don't worry, by the end of it, everything will be back to normal. This is just, again, very temporary. Hopefully this time when I leave once again, I'll have some videos up ready for y'all so that I don't leave you hanging, but just want to give that little update. But the news keeps on going even during the off season, and this time revolves around stage racing. Now, stage racing has always been a hot topic with NASCAR ever since it was introduced in 2017. Very controversial. Some love it, some hate it. There is never a middle ground with it. Me personally, I don't like it. It is what it is, but not a fan of it. I have my reasons for it. That will be discussed for a later video, but yeah, been a hot topic ever since the beginning. But one of the things that has irked NASCAR fans was cautions that were being thrown at the end of every stage. Well, it looks like that they may be coming to an end, at least for road courses. Now, Jeff Gluck and Jordan Bianchi from The Athletic, they always have this podcast called The Teardown, where they, review people's questions and always give updates or anything revolving around the NASCAR world every weekend. And this past weekend, they held their last episode for the 2022 season. And someone asked a question about the future of stage racing. And a surprising answer from Jeff Gluck was that NASCAR is seriously considering looking at eliminating stage cautions for road courses for the 2023 season and road courses only. The reason for that, basically to sum it up, is that's too straightforward. Whether you pit, and focus on the second stage or focus on winning the race, or you stay out, focus on stage racing and getting the stage points. It's too straightforward. It's not, there's no real interesting strategy. And that has been a real issue that I've had with stage racing is on road courses, that the strategy goes out the window. Fuel mileage, conserving tires, all that stuff goes out the window with stage racing. So I am hoping that NASCAR officially makes this change and gets rid of stage racing, but I would wish that they would get rid of stage racing as a whole. The reason why I think it'd be best to get rid of stage racing as a whole is that there is no benefits to it. Again, stage cautions is another form of manufactured drama. Stage cautions aren't necessary. We especially saw it with this new car on the mile-and-a-half racetracks that you don't need cautions to have great racing. One that comes to my mind is Michigan. Michigan has been a dud for years. When this new car came out, the racing at Michigan has been so much better. One of the best Michigan races in quite some time. And there weren't that many cautions in this race. Just a lot of great racing. I don't think you need stage cautions to make a race exciting. You just need a car that can be capable of having good racing. Another issue with it is that it just makes the racing longer. It takes a lot longer, especially on road courses. When you look at Circuit of the Americas, for example, or Road America. Road America is what, 4 miles long? I think they only do a caution 1 or 2 laps, but still, that is ridiculous to have a caution that there's no need for a caution. There's no debris if a car is not around or needs an assistance. If there's no reason to have a caution, having a caution, it just forces the race to run longer than scheduled, which just makes it agonizing for fans that want the race to get on, want the race to get going, and also I'm assuming for networks if they want a race to finish so that they can move on to the next thing that's up next on their window. So getting rid of stage cautions will be beneficial for many reasons. Number one, it keeps strategy unpredictable. I would even argue even on ovals, stage cautions is not that interesting. It can be, but majority of the time, what some of the teams are doing. Some are going to stay out and some are going to pit. That's just how it is with stage racing. So having stage cautions has, in my opinion, zero benefit. The idea that stage cautions will allow for at the beginning was, I believe, that TV will be able to put all of their ads around the stage caution so that they can leave the actual racing green flag. We know that's just complete BS, and that's not the case. And I'm pretty sure there are more ads now than ever than in previous years. So the notion that stage cautions there to help limit advertisement or full screen commercials, that's not true. At least it doesn't feel true. It could be, but it doesn't feel true. I'm pretty sure someone will bring a statistic to prove me wrong. But when you look at overall the benefits of having stage caution, there really is none except for if you want to have an exciting restart. That's the only way. If you want to bunch up the field to have an exciting restart, maybe if you go to tracks like Texas or Michigan where they go 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide into a corner, yeah, you get that, but it just there's no need for it. It's not necessary for it. So hopefully NASCAR does make this change, not only to road courses, but hopefully in the future they eventually do have it go on for ovals as well. Because I feel like because I feel like stage racing, you can keep the points, fine. Points move on. But I feel like getting rid of the cautions, it keeps the race unpredictable. I love watching, F1 races or IndyCar races where a race flows from start to finish. There's no breaks in between lap 1 to lap 200, lap 1, lap 60, whatever the distance is. It's unpredictable. You don't know what strategy you're going to have to deal with. You don't know whether you're going to have to be prepared for a fuel mileage run or not. That's the beauty of racing. When you have stage cautions, crew chiefs can plan. They can plan, okay, we'll pit around this time. We'll pit around halfway on this lap. I think it'd be much better for a race to take that away, to take that predictability away and have crew chiefs go in there, not necessarily blind, but could there be a caution? Could there not be a caution? Could this race go green from start to finish? Maybe. You never know. And I think that's a great thing about racing is that it keeps that unpredictability factor at a high. And finally, an update on NASCAR's TV deal. Now, don't worry, we're going to have a full in-depth video on what I think the next TV deal will look like for 2025, but a bit of an update on what we could potentially see. According to Front Office Sports, NASCAR is looking at a 10 to 15% bump increase in their next TV rights deal. Currently, at the moment, Fox and NBC pay an average of around $820 million a year to NASCAR. Well, for 2025, that average will be around 900 to 920 million, nearly $1 billion a year. And it's 900 million, but still, the fact that it's close to about $1 billion a year is insane. But yeah, 900 to 920 million dollars a year NASCAR is looking for in its TV rights deal, and it's also looking for an 8 to 10 year deal with the next TV package, which I think could be very costly for NASCAR because we're not living in a time and age where it's so unpredictable what the future is going to look like for how we watch sports. You have to understand, 2013, when NASCAR first made this deal back in 2013 with Fox and NBC, the name of the game was cable, and cable sports were it. Fox Sports 1 just launched in August of 2013 when the deal was initially signed, and NBCSN was created in 2012, the year prior. Well, you have to fast forward now to the end of the deal. No one cares about cable. Not only that, NBCSN shut down. It's crazy what can happen in 10 years, 8 to 10 years. So I think setting yourself up for an 8 to 10 year lockdown again, especially under this type of climate and how we consume sports or consume entertainment, I think it can be a very costly mistake for NASCAR. Now, according to the article, it says here that NASCAR may also break off to an exclusive streaming package, kind of like with the NBA. I think the NBA has like NBA League Pass or NBA TV, something of that. NASCAR may look at doing something like that as well, which I think would be very beneficial. I think you look at F1, they have F1 TV, which I think if you're an F1 fan, having F1 TV is just going to bring you deeper into the hole of being an F1 fan. I think NASCAR has a great catalog and has the opportunity to have fans that want to learn more about the sport, give them an option to be able to really learn more about NASCAR. Also, present an opportunity to have a paywall, say, hey, if you want to watch races with no commercials, or be able to watch any onboard, any radio scanner, which by the way they shut that down for PC earlier today. You have that option. Having a streaming platform, I think, would be extremely beneficial for NASCAR to boost its rights fee and to also just find another way of bringing in money into their system. Now, who are the potential partners? Well, right now at the moment, honoring their word, Fox and NBC will be first up to bat. Since they've been NASCAR since 2013, coming up on 12 years, since they've been with NASCAR the longest, they will have first dibs on renegotiating and renewing their deal. However, if not, the next likely option would be ESPN. And considering ESPN, they just locked up the rights for F1 for, I believe, another 3 to 4 years. I don't know if they're really committed to racing or just Formula One, but it will be very interesting to see how the TV negotiations go for 2025, because you look at what's happened in 2022, NASCAR, once again, uptick in ratings. 2021, uptick in ratings. They have been improving. But next year is going to be extremely, extremely vital. How NASCAR does in this, I mean, think about it. I think more likely probably in the first half of the 2023 year, because more than likely by the end of 2023, we're going to know the next TV rights deal. So last year, this year, and the first half of next year are going to be extremely critical of what NASCAR can be able to get with this next TV rights deal. If things improve the way they are, they keep going up, 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 NASCAR can control. They can control their own destiny. They can say, we want more network races, or we want more money from you. You know, they can be able to control the table. But let's say 2023 comes and things start going down, they're going to have less of a say. So this first half of the 2023 season is going to be extremely, extremely vital for what the future of NASCAR could look like. Because not are you looking at ESPN, there's also a possibility, according to the article, not confirmed, but that maybe Amazon or Apple TV could join the picture. Now, Amazon was trying to get into F1, but obviously they lost it to ESPN. And Amazon, we know Amazon Prime with Thursday Night Football, even though they have been putting on some atrocious games, still, Amazon seems to be the type of company that's committed to producing live sports or live programming. Apple TV, they have baseball on. We're now seeing more streaming platforms getting into live sports. And I won't be surprised if you see Amazon, Apple TV, or any of these streaming platforms also try to have a say into their way into NASCAR. What are your thoughts on any of the two stories? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think NASCAR should get rid of stage cautions completely, or just road courses? And tell me your thoughts a little bit about what do you think the next TV rights package could look like. I'll have a video later in the year. More than likely when I'm back home, I'll set up a video talking about what I think the next TV package could look like. But again, that'll be down the line, so be on the lookout for that. But until next time, my name is Jett from MDK. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. If this is the last video, hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving or however you celebrate the weekend. Regardless, hope you have a great day. My name is Jett. See you next time.